Why is Godzilla in Hong Kong? That is one question that has bothered me for quite some time now. Like, why specifically Hong Kong of all cities? Godzilla could have attacked Tokyo or New York or Mumbai or London for all he cares. They are equally large cities. Well, you might have seen breakdown videos of other channels and our previous theoretical topics that the Big G is going after specifically the Apex and Monarch bases around the world and attacking in a pattern and not in a random display of power and destruction. Well, the answer might be very apparent if you think about it, why he is in Hong Kong, and it is on top of a mountain peak that overlooks the city. In this upcoming movie, Godzilla would make a comeback to the big screens, initially being perceived as the main threat to humanity and the apparent antagonist of the show. Kong would be seen as the good guy, the solo wolf, the unwilling hero that has to make a decision to stop the big bad from causing more deaths and grief to the world. But it is not as simple as that. In the previous TV spot, we can hear Madison Russell saying that Godzilla has left humanity in peace and that something has provoked him and dragged him back to war with the world. And that is kinda true. In the end, it is going to be humanity's folly that will cause the two titans to face off to the death. The Apex organization or industries is a tech giant that deals with cybernetics and robotics and also titan studies. Like a sister organization to Monarch, but more hardline and not that friendly to the titans. As per the information gathered, it seems that they are the ones behind the activation of Ghidorah's brain cells around the world in their research stations, and by doing that, their studies on the dead monster Zero has in fact sent a wrong biosignal to Godzilla, a signal that his mortal enemy had been revived, and Godzilla is just doing the needful and putting an end to the lingering ghosts of the three-headed dragon. So that is why Godzilla had been hunting and destroying all these bases. But again, why Hong Kong? It would seem that the major scientific studies and the main base of the Apex organization is in Hong Kong, beneath the city and in the mountain peak that overlooks the city. Victoria's Peak would be the main research station of the giant tech industries. It would be here that he would receive the strongest signals of the biosignal emissions of Ghidorah coming from the mountain. But unknown to him and the others, it is also the place where Mecha Godzilla is being assembled. I guess this mecha is made in China. Now that we have settled as to why Godzilla is going back to the place, now we have to ask, how is Kong going to be there in the same place and at the exact same time? So now we are going to the realm of the educated guesses and the theoretical sciences of Monarch and the monsters and whatever. So what we are thinking is that Kong might have recovered the battle axe by that time and has been trying to figure out along with the humans as to how they would re-emerge to the surface. I know this is kind of a long shot, but hey, we're dealing with a 400-foot tall monster and a 350-foot tall ape, so I guess I'm okay. So what I'm thinking is that there is another Apex base in Hong Kong City, and this one is underground, like really bunked in with extra reinforced walls and all that, and it sits on top of a hollow earth entry point. And this is where the scene of Godzilla shooting his atomic breath into the ground connects. Godzilla would use his power to break through the barriers and actually cause a rift, and his breath would in fact reach the hollow earth from the surface. And this one, Adam Wingard himself hinted on this, so it could be true. So yes, as Godzilla destroys the underground base and creates an opening, he would proceed then to destroy the last Apex base on top of the mountain. But at that moment, Kong and the HEAVs, the Hollow Earth anti-gravity vehicles, would come out of the hole, and the big ape would confront Godzilla, ready to take him down, believing that the G-Man was the cause of his ancestors' demise back in the Hollow Earth. As he would learn about his past, and then fueled with rage, he would find the strength to challenge the Big G. So yeah, they would battle. Godzilla might win with a small margin, Kong might nearly die, or he would die and he is revived. Mechagodzilla nearly kills Godzilla after being reactivated, then Kong enters the fray, they team up, destroys the mecha, and they go on their own separate ways. So, with that we come to the end of this video. Do click a like button for support, and click that subscribe button to be a part of this MindQ family, that bell button for regular updates on your phones when we publish new videos on monsters, Godzilla vs Kong dissection videos, and other kaiju content, right here on MindQ. Take care, fam.